Hello, everyone, and thank you for being here. I'm Nathaniel Farrell. I was the budget analyst for the Atmosphere Group, and um, just speaking from the heart, it was a very good program. Like I loved this week. This past week was one of the most transforming, inspirational experiences I've ever had. Um, I got to work with a small group, and it was amazing what we could accomplish with so little time, especially in a virtual environment. Um, this program is very hard with being in person, and so just the fact that um, we finished the program and we did it well, and we excelled in roughly 4 days with a virtual environment. It's just so heartwarming, and it's just amazing what we can do. And regardless of what sphere, we're all going places.
Hello everyone, my name is Paxton Calder and I was one of the research scientists for the biosphere. So when Ms. Ruda first said that we would have about 90 seconds to discuss how VESS is a very important program, I had the realization that that is not nearly enough time to fully encapsulate how amazing and transformative this experience has been for me personally. But to start, I think the most important part is that VESS is a real confidence builder. About 3 years ago, I had a teacher who would comment on his perception that women can't do science. And just 2 days ago, I met the legend, Dr. Christine Darden. So you can see there's great contrast between those two experiences. And I think I speak for everyone when I say that we had a very valuable realization that even at the high school age range, we can draft a mission statement, we can complete a science traceability matrix, we can do a risk and contamination analysis. We can do all of these things, and these roles are no longer out of reach for us. Another pillar that I think VESS really embodies is that there's a place at NASA for all disciplines, and that they all have true importance in accomplishing a mission. Without risk and contamination, for instance, you could have a mission completely fall apart. 1 week ago, I knew nothing about satellite instrumentation, and just yesterday, I presented in great detail the specifics of how we're going to obtain our measurements. I'd also like to note that VESS does lead to other opportunities, and that's a very valuable and special thing. I've been able to secure 2 other science-related internships as a result of my participation in VESS, and that this program really does expand experiences for scholars. And lastly, I just want to give a big thank you to Dr. Hing, who was my master teacher during the course, Ms. C, who was my master teacher during the academy, Ms. Courier for her work throughout this process, and all the hardworking men and women who have made this possible. And just one last big shout out to the Biosphere. It's the best team that I could have ever hoped for. So thank you all.
Hi, my name is Ella Brady, and I'm a member of the Hydrosphere team. The VESS Summer Academy has been an educational, challenging, and inspiring experience for me. I've learned information I never knew before about Earth science, satellite missions, and NASA programs. The Academy has also strengthened my communication, teamwork, writing, and public speaking skills. Even more so, the Academy has contributed to my personal development. At the beginning of the week, I was assigned as one of my team's contamination and risk analysts. I had already reviewed the basic aspects of this position before the academy. However, once the week began, I quickly realized that I was pretty much completely unprepared for the role. Often in the past, whenever I was faced with a situation like this, one that I didn't fully understand, I would avoid it for as long as I could, because I had always assumed that I shouldn't try something new until I understood it perfectly. But the Summer Academy has taught me a new and better way to handle challenges. I've learned that I should face my challenges even if I don't feel prepared. The best way to learn new skills is to place yourself in situations where you have to apply them. And I've also learned that it's okay to need guidance and to ask questions. My VESS experience has taught me that my journey will only start once I take the first step. The Summer Academy has given me the opportunity to take that crucial first step and to grow both in knowledge and as a person. I'm so grateful to my teacher, interns, teammates, and everyone who has made this academy possible. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Natasha DeCuna and I served as the Risk and Contamination Analyst for Team Lithosphere. So I'm going to take you a little bit through my journey to maybe fully elucidate what I learned from the VESS Summer Academy. So I'm coming in, I'm interning or doing an interview for project scientists, and I'm thinking, I do leadership things, I'm a good communicator, I can do this role, Next thing you know, boom, contamination and risk analyst. I mean, yeah, I'd selected that as my second option, but I didn't really know what the position entailed, and I had never heard of such a job in my life before. I didn't even know such a thing existed in the real world until I was assigned the position. But if there's anything this week has taught me, it's the importance of perseverance, determination, and open-mindedness. Regardless of my position, I knew I had a job to do, and I got down to it. At one point, I felt so overwhelmed with the amount of work for which I was responsible, but the resources provided by the VESS course, the incredibly intelligent interns, and the very helpful mentors certainly expedited this process. And they actually provided a lot of unconsidered insight. And what about those presentations? While we had some great speakers this week, I can say without a doubt the most memorable presentations were those that, in fact, pertain to the explanation of contaminations and risks to NASA's missions, as well as that really cool tour of the ISO 5 clean room. After having referenced that student manual for countless hours, read so many PDFs, a shout out to Triple's text, and investigated relentlessly into contaminations and risks, it was almost surreal to see the work that I had done come to life as it would in the real world. It gave me a taste of what I would be facing should I ever pursue this educational pathway, one I had never prioritized before nor considered a legitimate possibility before this academy. At the VESS Summer Academy, I found a really desirable career. I found my lithospheric family, and I found the appreciation and satisfaction that accompanies hard work in a field of interest. Lessons to last a lifetime.